Was that first half about the tempo and the defense that you kind of wanted to see on both ends of the floor there?
Yeah, for sure. Just playing hard, competing, like I said, having a defensive mindset. Being physical, getting into the ball, getting the bodies. Zoo protecting the rim, and that's what we got to be every night. Once you get up 26-30, then things kind of change. So we got to have the mindset to just And I thought our starters, they got to cut the lead. We got them back in, took it to 26, and then brought reserves in. But for the most part, I thought our starters did a great job of just setting the tone on the defensive end. And that's how they got to be every night.
Rocco was pretty disruptive. I mean, they all were, but Rocco finished with 3 steals in that game. I guess when you look at that fit, and PG also had 3 steals. When you look at that fit defensively, what works so well with Rocco and PG and Kawhi out there like that?
All of them about 6'7", 6'8", length, good defenders, deflections, get their hand on a lot of passes. And so, when you look across the board and, Russ is guarding the ball and you got 3 guys on the backside about 6'8", with long wingspans, it really does something for your defense. And so, some things we still got to continue to keep getting better at, but I did love, how hard we played tonight and how hard we competed.
Coach, are you surprised at how many points you scored? But on the other side of that, I know you were extremely pleased and you knew your defense could do what it did.
Yeah, I was, very happy about our offense because we've been shooting the ball. We haven't been shooting the ball well, and so to make 16 threes, go 16 for 34 for 47%, that's huge for us after the way we've been shooting the ball this preseason. But I was telling Justin, we've got the slow starts. I think 2 of the 3 years I've been here shooting the basketball. So tonight was a good job, just taking our open shots, getting open shots, creating open shots, and a lot of it came off our defense early on. So just keep getting better each game, each practice. That's our focus. Not satisfied with tonight. We got to continue to keep putting it together every single night of just playing hard and competing. And you're not gonna win every game, but just having the right mindset every single night to play the right way.
Coach, what's your thoughts on the play of your lead guards, Russ and Bones Highland, the way that they were able to lead the team tonight?
Yeah, I thought Russ, starting the game was tremendous. I thought guarding the basketball, but having 13 assists and only 3 turnovers. He's just really led the charge as far as getting us easy shots, easy baskets, posting up, pushing in transition. He did a lot of great things. So we're playing at that kind of pace, and he's getting out early, getting in transition, and getting guys easy shots. That's what we need him to do. He was great. And then Bones coming in, like I said, as reserve and scoring the basketball, also keeping that pace up, but being more of a scorer, off the bench with him and Norm is pretty good for us.
Russ has said that he generally views his role as making Kawhi and PG's lives as easy as possible. Are there things that he did tonight, or even preseason practices or games, that fit that description? Things that you're seeing from him that you didn't get from the point guard position at times last year that made you guys want him so much?
Yeah, I'm not going to speak about last year's point guard because we all asked different players to do different things, and so all players are different. And we got a good point guard play out of guys that were here before. But like Russ, like I said, just brings us a different element because now he can create mismatches and post up, and now teams are double teamers. He makes it easy for Zoo to get shots and dunks around the rim. Kawhi and PG on the perimeter getting easy shots, but also, like I said, being able to push in transition and getting guys shots is huge for us.
Remember your first year, and you really challenged Kawhi and PG to do things differently offensively, be better playmakers. And as part of your goal to be a top 5 defense, have you asked those two to do anything a little bit above and beyond defensively this season?
Yeah, I think every night taking the challenge. I think they have to set the tone early. They're our 2 best defenders, and just having them set the tone every single night is going to be good for us. And I thought PG really did a good job with Simon to the point of attack defense. Just getting into him, pressuring him, make him, speed him up. And our defense, it's not going to reflect tonight of how good we were defensively because of down the stretch, and they kind of scored some points at the end. But overall, like I said, I thought our defense was really good, and it starts with PG and Kawhi, like leading that charge to start every game.
See, we've been talking about this team's point guard situation. When you got someone like Scoot, it's his first game and everything. Like, what did you do to take him so far out of any comfort zone he was in? Like, he didn't have any points, any assists at halftime.
Yeah, I don't think we took him out of his comfort zone, but I think just the way we want to play. You know, we want to get into guys. Nothing easy. Swing passes. We want to challenge. Guys running pick and roll. We want to get into the ball, being physical. So, you know, our motto is hit your man before the screen hits you. And so, just trying to pressure him, and then not let him see seams. You know, like at the end of the game, like our young guys came in. He saw a lot of seams. Was able to attack to get downhill. But with our first unit, like I said, we want to be physical. We want to use our athleticism. We want to use our length. And we did a good job with that. So, I mean, it's his first game. He's going to figure it out. He's a really good player. And just these are things he has to learn and grow from.
You were up 20 at half. Obviously, that's the way you wanted to start the game. But what did you tell them at halftime to get ready for the second half?
Yeah, I mean, second half, let's play the same way. You know, it's a competition. It's not a show. You know, we don't want to get up and start doing crazy things. So we called an early timeout, in the third quarter, and just kind of, got us back to where we need to be, got us centered again. And, they did a good job, just like I said, increasing their lead, getting it back up to 30. Getting to 30. So, just having a mindset, man. Every time we step on the floor, we want to play hard, compete, but we also want to play the right way. And so I thought our guys did that tonight, and, we just got to continue to keep doing it.
Two more. Ty, you mentioned Russ's 13 assists and the tempo he played with. He also tied a career high in dunks for a game tonight.
How many dunks he have?
4.
That's his career high?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, I didn't
He had
make
way
the
more than
stat.
that. Yeah, I thought he had way more than that.
I'm kind of curious, when you guys brought him in February, and obviously injuries happened to the Stars, and he's by himself in the postseason towards the end, but he gets a full training camp now. Is this what you kind of envisioned when you guys brought him aboard? When the Stars were on the court, he would have that much more spacing to then flourish in that capacity?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, as a team, we had 36 assists, which is big for us, and they double teamed Kawhi on the post every time he caught it. So our spacing was pretty good. And so we got open shots. And like I said, Russ, pushing the tempo, getting to the paint, posting up, and making the right play. And so I think, just a constant communication between me and Russ, and just understanding, we want Russ to be Russ, but understand like what we need for him to be, for the team to be successful. And he's bought in 100%. It wasn't hard to convince him, what we needed. And he understands that, his game is simple. With PG and Kawhi on the floor, he can attack, get in seams, and make the right play. He's not forcing anything. The game has kind of slowed down for him, and he's been great. And so he understands, like, when you get Hall of Fame players, when you get Hall of Fame players to sacrifice and to give themselves to the team and do whatever it takes to win, that's when your teams become really good, and that's what Russ has done for us.
Cool. Thank you.
You said 2 questions.
It's all right. One. You'll get one.
I'm long to run along, man.